Okay, everybody, I'm Harold with Nature's Friends, and today we're going to show you how to get rid of mosquitoes. And this?
I'm Carmen with the Mosquito Authority.
And I'm Joey with the Mosquito Authority.
Carmen, what exactly is this spray y'all spray?
Okay, we use bifenthrin, which is a synthetic pyrethroid.
And that's derived from?
The African daisy, the chrysanthemum.
Cool. And then, since you've been spraying, we haven't had any ticks or mosquitoes. Scooby doesn't have to have frontline anymore, and she loves that. And so, it doesn't harm bees or anything, does it?
No, what we do is we use what's called the Repel Plus system, and it's an integrated mosquito management program. So before Joey does anything, he's going to go in the yard, he's going to do a surveillance, and he's going to look for habitat. If he finds a habitat, such as a bucket of water, a child's toy, he's going to dump those. If he can't, then he's going to treat it with a larvicide, and that would be like a rain barrel, a bird bath. Those are things that he can't dump, so he'll treat them with larvicide. All right? And then only after he's done all of that, he's going to put on the backpack, and we're going to show you what that looks like today. And then he's going to go around, he's going to spray all the bushes around your entire yard and your house, and then he's going to spray the trees. And what that's going to do is it's going to kill all the adult mosquitoes, and then it's going to create a barrier and a repellent, so mosquitoes are not going to want to fly through that barrier.
And the Mosquito Authority is not just something local here in Greene County, is it?
No, the Mosquito Authority is a franchise, and we're based out of Hickory, North Carolina, and we are in about almost all 50 states. We have about 150 franchises total. But one thing I do want to address that you mentioned are bees, Harold. And so with that said, we're very cautious of beneficial insects. So when we're doing spray, we're not going to spray anything that blooms, because we're very aware that it could kill the bees, the honeybees. Actually, our company has partnered with Bayer Chemical this year, and Bayer has a $9 million bee facility in Raleigh, North Carolina, and so we're doing some studies with them and honeybees.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Excuse me, cottonmouth. So we're going to let Joey show you how he sprays, and you can see what it looks like when you start spraying up in the trees. And it's really neat. And like I say, Scooby is just tickled to death that she doesn't have ticks and fleas and doesn't have to get frontline. She loves it. It'll be a little noisy now for us talking. What he does is goes around the whole perimeter. You can see we got like a canopy around here. Okay, now Joey's finished spraying. He's been doing a lot of sweating. It's hot up here in Virginia today. So Carmen, what do you do about what's with the ticks?
Okay, so let me explain one thing. When Joey, if you notice Joey with the blower, he's doing the up and down motion. So what that does is the mosquito habitat the mosquitoes hide under the leaves because it's very hot, and they can dehydrate very quickly. Mosquitoes very fragile, and it can also, one drop of rain can kill a mosquito. So they hide under the leaves, they drink the nectar from the leaves, and so doing the up and down motion blows the leaf up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that helps. And the other important thing to tell you is that the spray with the ticks is going to kill the tick habitat is essentially the same. If you notice, we're not spraying the grass, which is good for kids and animals, but the ticks live in the same essentially spot, except the only thing that they like better is leaf litter. So to give you guys a heads up, if you have old leaves, please keep them back 3 feet off of your grass. And that's going to eliminate the crossover from the grass, from the leaf litter to the grass with the ticks. The other thing, in addition to the spray that we do for ticks, because what you're going to get with that is you're going to get initial knockdown, okay? It's important to know that with mosquitoes, their life cycle is 21 days. A tick is about 2 to 3 years. So once we've done this spray, then we can also put a granule down if you're having an infestation of ticks. And that granule goes 10 feet around the parameter of your yard, all right? And then, so that's a little bit of a lot more long-term, that lasts 42 days versus every 21 days, because our service is recurring, and that's because of the life cycle of the mosquito.
What about the spray? It's the mixture is...
Okay, so really important to know, we talked earlier about how fragile a mosquito is. So when Joey sprays, you saw a lot, it looked like a lot of being sprayed, but it's about 99.98% water that he's using, and it's a suspension. So the water is essentially the carrier to get it to the leaves. Okay, so it does not mix with the water.
That's kind of like when you spray Roundup or something, you put dish detergent to make it stick.
Okay.
And then this right
I
here.
did not know that.
Yes, and
Okay.
the water is what carries it.
Yes.
And then once it hits, the water evaporates and the chemical's there.
That's exactly right.
That's fantastic. That's good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah. On the first treatment, we're going to get rid of 85 to 90% of the mosquitoes, but because of the life cycle, we can't eliminate the egg or the pupa. So we're going to kill the mosquitoes in your yard, and then you're probably going to see a small hatch at about the second week, 2 to 3. But then by the second treatment, we say we're going to get rid of, 100% of the mosquitoes. At any time when the mosquito pressure gets high that you start to see mosquitoes in between your treatments, we'll come out and do a respray at no charge.
Well, we noticed that we got maybe going to have a thunderstorm, and it seems like to me, once you spray this stuff, as long as it dries, the rain has no effect on it.
That's right, Harold. It's about 30 minutes, we say, to just stay out of the yard. We need it to dry. Essentially, most of the time, as hot as it is, it's going to dry before Joey leaves the yard, but we just say, as a precaution, 30 minutes outside the yard. Now, sun, the rain over time will, it will break down, and that's why we still have to come back in 21 days. We have to just continually fight that life cycle of the mosquito.
What I like about it, and Marcia likes about it, is this is our 3rd year y'all been spraying us. And we've saw 2 mosquitoes. One the first year, and we saw one sometime last year. And Marcia would go, well, there's a mosquito. Must be time for them to spray. And when you go to the computer, it'll say mosquito authorities coming your way tomorrow. So you don't have to, we've seen 2 mosquitoes. So that's pretty neat. So if y'all have any questions on this, you can email us at naturesfriends@embarkmail.com. Feel free to comment. Thank you, Carmen.
Thank
you,
you.
Joey.
Thank you.
And we really enjoyed their service. Thank you.
So if anyone has questions, email Harold, he can forward them to me, or you can contact us at the Mosquito Authority at 434-985-2844. Thanks.